maybe a little late, but it's finally appropriate to talk about the 2019 Silverado, the Z71, of course. That is the one that everyone's looking at, of course, and it's a nice red color, just like my Cummins Ram. Gotta love that. So yeah, just looking at the first impressions of the truck, I just see a bigger Colorado. I don't know if that's what they based it off of. I see headlights from a Ford. I see a bed from a Toyota, and the side, the doors, and everything. They kind of look like a Silverado, but at the same time, it looks like 4 doors. So it looks like they just took a lot of nice features of other trucks and put them on. I do like how the one that they released was the off-road version, which has the black bumpers, black wheels. It looks really good. Realize that they changed the wheel wells of the truck to round. Think about how long trucks, for probably over 30 years, have had square wheel wells on the Chevy trucks, and it's kind of weird that they would change that. The only benefit that I could see would be being able to fit finally bigger tires without having to lift 7 inches for 35s. It's a bunch of BS. And when I say 7 inches for 35s, I'm saying with some offset as well. Of course, you can do stock wheels and make it, but I don't know. You'll be able to put a lot bigger tires now with just a leveling kit, which people definitely want. So yeah, commemorating 100 years of truck making history with General Motors. It's really awesome that they've been doing that. So it's always been a big thing, and they've always been bashing Ford for the aluminum beds and everything. But now they're starting to put aluminum in the truck to make it lighter, and apparently they're going to start offering carbon fiber in for their bed to make it even lighter. Of course, I wonder if it would actually have a carbon fiber bottom to it, and it'd be black carbon fiber, and then the rest of the truck would be whatever the color it is. I think that would be really cool if they did that. So apparently they might start offering a leveling kit for the truck. You can actually get that from the factory. That'd be really cool, because then they'd be on the market, and it'd be cheaper to actually acquire a truck like that instead of having to leveling it after you get the truck. I mean, I know that's pretty cheap, but if it's something from the factory, people that don't want to modify their truck will buy them. They'll have leveled trucks already, and that's pretty awesome. And I'm assuming if they're going to be doing that for people's trucks, maybe they're going to accommodate for the level more, because I know if you level these trucks now, that means you're going to have less play in the front suspension, you're going to be wearing out your components faster. Maybe they'll do something for these newer trucks. Right now, GM currently offers the 4.3 V6, 5.3 V8, and the 6.2 V8, and of course they don't offer any of that twin turbo BS that Ford offers, and it's very limited. I'm glad that they still have the V8s, and I'm hoping that they always keep the V8s forever. Here's some more information about the leveling kit. It will be the Trail Boss trim for the Silverado. It integrates the off-road equipment of the Z71 package as well as a 2-inch suspension lift. Oh, 2-inch suspension lift. It's not a level. I'm assuming that it's going to level out the truck. They're calling it a 2-inch suspension lift, but if you lift it 2 inches all the way around, then it would still have that factory rake, which I don't think people want when they lift their truck. So I'm assuming they're calling it a lift kit when it's actually a leveling kit. Unlike aftermarket kits, the Trail Boss suspension is fully tested, validated, and warranted by Chevrolet. See there, that's what I was saying there. It's going to be warranted, so people are going to have these leveling kits on their truck. They don't have to worry about having to go through the headaches if they install aftermarket parts, and then they're like, oh, truck's not warranted anymore, and then they run into a big issue, and that's why people refrain from putting leveling kits and lift kits and all the other aftermarket parts in their truck. It seems as if Chevy's getting more friendly with these aftermarket parts. GM said changes in engineering and materials will result in a significant reduction in total weight. Definitely not the square body approach that they used to have. And now I'm going to try to find a picture of the rear of the truck. Rear of the truck says Chevrolet over it, and I don't know, I've never really been a fan of the factory dual exhaust like the Ram did it, because if you don't have the factory dual exhaust, then the bumpers will just have those hanging holes, and that's what it looks like here. If you try to do any other kind of exhaust, you're gonna have to change the bumper as well. I've never been a fan of that, but it kind of does remind me of a Nissan or a Toyota, whichever. I think it's a Toyota that it reminds me of. I think it will probably grow on me, but as of right now, I'm not really wowed by the new look. I'm hoping that the heavy duty trucks, I'm hoping that they keep the same look for the heavy duty trucks, because honestly, new Silverado look, it looks all right to me. I'd have to see it in person. Whenever I do see it in person, we'll go check it out, and whenever it's available to look at, we'll definitely be checking out this truck though. I am a big fan of the heavy duty trucks right now. I love the look of the heavy duty Silverado. I wouldn't change a thing on it. So that is why I hope they keep them for a while, and I would buy one myself if they kept the same look. Yeah, the biggest thing that I can see and I'm getting from this is the round wheel wells, because think about it, a lot of people do have to lift a ton to get those 35s under there. But with this, with the new round wheel wells, especially with the heavy duty trucks, I don't know about the 1500s. I think you can go like 3 inches with the round wheel well trucks and fit 35s. So that'd be crazy to only have to lift 3 inches and fit 35s and no rubbing at all. So that is probably the biggest benefit. You're going to have a lot more off-road clearance for these trucks. With the square wheel wells, yes, you have to lift a lot, and then you're going to be showing a ton of the undercarriage, so you won't have to do that as much on the, everything's not going to be exposed like these square wheel well trucks that are lifted really high. And I'm specifically talking about the trucks that aren't cut, because of course you can just cut and then you can fill it a lot more, but a lot of people don't want to have to cut in their trucks. It's a very cringy thing to do. So yeah guys, like I said, once this truck comes to dealers around in my local area, I will definitely be checking them out in person, and I'll bring you guys along with me, and I'll be bringing my good camera so you can see every detail of the truck and everything, and we'll do a full look around of the whole truck, see what it really has to offer. So they said there might be new engine options available, so that would easily mean more power, because every year they always offer more power. So we're going to get more power, we're going to get weight reduction with the aluminum and possibly carbon fiber with the bed, completely new look. So they're probably going to add a lot more computers and stuff. That always happens every year, all new features and everything. And I don't know, I never thought that the Silverado lacked interiors like the Ford and the Ford Mustang. Who knows what they're going to do with the inside of the truck? That's what I haven't seen. I'm not seeing any pictures of them yet, so it could be something crazy. But yeah, that's my take on the new 2019 Silverado. I'm not too sure. I'd have to see it in person to really know if I'm going to buy one or not, and I want to see what the heavy duty truck is going to look like, because that's the truck that cradles the Duramax. And maybe we'll see a 1500 diesel. That may happen, because if you think about it, Ram is doing it, Ford is going to be doing it soon, and then hopefully we see a diesel or a small Duramax in the 1500. Yeah, they put it in the Canyon, but I want to see it in the 1500. Now Chevy has always made the ZR2 off-road package Chevy. Finally, they made an off-road edition 1500. I'm glad for that, because I've been waiting for it for a while. Now I know you can go aftermarket all you want, but to see something from the factory and see what Chevy has to offer, because look at the Raptor for instance, you got all these options for the different terrain, type of driving you want to do. I want to see what Chevy does. Just in case you don't know, I drive a 2013 5.3 Silverado V8. Gotta love her, man. Do a lot of mods on her. Check out my old videos and want to see the exact stuff that I've done to the truck. I'm going to continue to make videos on this truck and my Ram Cummins at home, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so I can see you next video. Until next time, take it easy.